Hi guys, this video is about recursion. In recursion, we'll take a problem and break it down into smaller subproblems until you get a small enough problem that it can be solved trivially. In recursion, the function calls itself. It can be done directly or indirectly. Now we'll see an example of recursion. In this example, great grandfather wants to know how many family members are there in his family. So first he'll ask your grandfather, then he'll ask your grandfather's brother. Your grandfather will then ask your father and your uncle, and grandfather's brother will ask his son 1 and son 2. Your father, since you don't have family, your family tree will end here. So your father calculates your family members and pass it on to your grandfather. Same with the uncle. Your uncle calculates his family members and then passes on to the grandfather. Your grandfather's brother will ask son 1 and son 2. So son 1 calculates his family members and pass it on to grandfather. Son 2 in the similar fashion will calculate his family members and pass it on to grandfather's brother. For suppose your grandfather has 15 family members and grandfather's brother has 8. Now your grandfather will pass on his family members count to the great grandfather, and grandfather brother also does the same. Pass on the number of family members to great grandfather. Now your great grandfather adds up the number 15 plus 8 and he includes himself plus 1 is equal to 24. So he comes to know that there are 24 family members in his family tree. Here, everything will start with great grandfather asking his son for the number of family members and grandfather asking his son and so on. But when father is calculating number of family members, he does not ask his son. This is because the son does not have any children. Since the son does not have any child, this thing becomes the base case. We define base case in recursion to know where the recursion should stop. Here we will see another example. We need the factorial of 5. But here 5 will say before computing the value of 5 factorial, I need the value of 4 factorial. So we go to 4 factorial and ask the value of 4 factorial. But 4 factorial will say to compute the value of 4 factorial, I need 3 factorial. So we'll go to 3 factorial and ask it its value. 3 factorial will say to compute the value of 3 factorial, I need 2 factorial. Then we go to 2 factorial. 2 factorial will say I need the value of 1 factorial to compute the value of 2 factorial. But by definition, the value of 1 factorial is 1. So 1 will return its value to 2. 1 factorial will return its value to 2 factorial. So 2 factorial will be 2 into 1. Then its value will be given to 3 factorial. In similar fashion, 3 factorial will give to 4 factorial and 4 factorial will finally compute the value of 5 factorial, which is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now we'll see a function implementing this factorial function. So def recursion of n. This is the base case. If n is equal to 1, return n. That means it returns 1. Else it returns answer which is equal to n into recursion of n minus 1. This recursion function is calling itself. So first we have to give n value as 5. Then it gradually decrements with this function RAC of n minus 1. So then we'll come to 4 factorial, then 3 factorial, then 2 factorial, then 1 factorial. When we approach this 1 factorial, we have the value of 1 factorial as 1. So it will again backtrack and go to 5 factorial. and will return the answer of 5 factorial. Thank you.